Power Extreme, stream. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a Centurion. That's Lex Luthor. Oh, god damn it. Hello and welcome to The Collector Life. I am Nihal Gopinathan, and today we are going to talk about a couple of Iron Studios statues. Now, if you don't know what Iron Studios is, I suggest you go over to ironstudios.us.com and check it out for yourself. Anyway, their About Us section says this. Since 2012, Iron Studios has been developing and producing extremely detailed collectible figures, being the first Brazilian company with licensed products of the segment, 100% made for collectors. With an acclaimed number of fans worldwide, Iron Studios has been adding an audience that is increasingly demanding and attentive to the smallest detail, winning through some of its works by the most popular and strict collector forums and groups in the world. I am part of one of those acclaimed number of fans. I have decided that I am going to get most of my statues from Iron Studios and no one else. And you'll very soon see why. The theme for today is evil or villainy, as you can clearly see. Pretty apt, because today I binge watched Sacred Games on Netflix, the entire season 1, 8 episodes, and oh boy, it's India's first original series on Netflix and they've hit it out of the bloody park. I would recommend that you go and watch it right away. But wait, my review first. And sorry, I digress. It's supposed to be a review for statues, not series. You can read all my reviews on my Facebook page later, for the series that is. Anyway, let's come to the theme for today. As I said, villainy and evil. So, unless you've been kind of living under a rock, or that was mean of me, or if you don't read comic books, shame on you! These two guys portray villainy most perfectly. This is Lex Luthor in his war suit. You can see that green color thing there. That's called a war suit. I'll come to what that is later. And here you have Magneto, the de facto leader of the X-Men, you could say, kind of. At least the evil part of the X-Men. Luthor, as you all know or may not know, Luthor is Superman's arch enemy. And Magneto is Professor Xavier's arch enemy. So obviously, Luthor is from DC, it says so right there. And Magneto is from Marvel. So, if you look at the boxes, that's the first thing that good about this. Yeah, that's pretty good box. I like the fact that they've gone with the art on the cover, and that's by Ivan Rice. Whew, man, is he a great artist or what? Top of the box, nothing great about it. You have the DC logo, you have another 3D model shot of the statue, and the Brazilian site at the back. Otherwise, apart from that, pretty standard box. You would say there's something at the bottom here, so a little bit of literature. And I guess that's it for Luthor. There's nothing much else to do. As you can see, for the DC statues, they've gone with the actual art of the statue on the cover by the artist. And I think that looks really beautiful. It's a really beautiful box. And it kind of opens out here to give you a preview of what's inside. Yeah, see? And you can see the art on the inner flap as well. Yes, I am watching football in the background. Don't mind me. You can see the art on the inner flap. And, okay, art scale 110. That's the only thing I understood here. It's all in Spanish, I think. Yeah. So that's it for the Lex Luthor box. Now moving on to Magneto, I like what they've done with the Marvel statues. I have two heroes as well. I have a Thor and I have a Batman, but we'll come to those much later. This is the Magneto box, and I like the fact that for the Marvel series they've gone with the design of the villain's suit and the colors of the villain's suit rather than the villain itself. I think that's an interesting choice to make, honestly. Again, you can still have the URL at the back, and on top there is a dialogue, one of Magneto's famous dialogues. I am precisely what this world deserves. Again, pretty apt. So yeah, there's nothing much else in this box. It doesn't have a preview mode like the DC one. But I think the design is really nice on this. And yeah, so now that you've seen the boxes, I think let's get to the actual review. And I'm going to start with Lex Luthor, obviously. Sorry, Magneto, no hard feelings, but I'm a DC fan, so it has to be Luthor first.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Let's get to the reviews. Let's crack these babies open. Ta-da! Oh, sorry, I forgot. This Luthor statue requires a bit of assembly. By assembly, what do I mean? It means that you take this, you see this little peg here, you put it inside there. And yeah, it fits nice and snugly there. You see, it's shaping up now very nicely. Oh, but he's missing a hand. So what do? We take the kryptonite hand, the hand filled with the kryptonite crystals, and boom, like that. Just like that, it fits. Magnetic snap on action, and there you have it. What a beautiful statue. Oh, Iron Studios have outdone themselves on this one. Just look at it. Just admire it. Look at the face. Look at those kryptonite crystals. Oh my god, the war suit. Everything about this, even that fluffy marshmallow base. It's not marshmallow, I know, it's smoke coming out from his jets, but whatever. That is the Iron Studios Lex Luthor. Iron Studios, wow. Before I move ahead, I promised I would give you some dope on the famous war suit. So here goes. Superman once defeated Lex Luthor in a boxing match on a planet with a red sun. And by defeated, I mean he humiliated him. So what this guy with his bruised ego, what does he do? He decides to retire to the planet Lexor permanently. Yeah, there was a planet called Lexor. Lexor is the planet where Luthor was once a hero, believe it or not. There he finds out he fathered a son, Lex Luthor Jr., and he basically decides to settle down on the planet as a guardian and a scientific advisor to all Lexorians, making good use of his brains and knowledge. Long story short, his pathological hatred for Superman resurfaces. Surprise, surprise! He discovers an underground lab and proceeds to create the war suit. Using that, he wreaks havoc on Lexor. Superman eventually has to arrive to take him back to Earth and clean up his mess as usual. But he has a battle, and in the ensuing battle with Superman, an energy salvo from the war suit obliterates Lexor and its people, including his wife and son. Boom. So yeah. In his hand, as you can see, are the kryptonite crystals. Yeah, pretty cool, right? And Superman's greatest weakness, as you know, went out of focus there. And interesting fact here, if you stare at his face long enough, you'll see a great likeness to Grant Morrison, the great Scottish writer, comic book writer. Yes, believe it or not, rumor has it that he was once interested to play the role of Lex Luthor in a DC film. Another rumor has it that in Superman's greatest story of all time, the All-Star Superman, Frank quietly drew his Luthor based on Grant Morrison's likeness. Now, these are rumors, take it with a pinch of salt or whatever, but, it's kind of interesting to think that, the guy who writes you could actually play in your movie, right? Interesting. And rumors, they're more interesting than facts. I love a good rumor, don't you? His war suit here borrows elements from the classic Bronze Age and the modern age of comics. And I love the play of the different shades of green on this. I love the splash of purple thrown in. As I already said, the kryptonite crystals look great. And this fluffy marshmallow base, Iron Studios have some great bases for their villains. And this is one of them. It's like he's almost taking off. He's in mid-air. He's in mid-flight. And he's holding this kryptonite crystal. He's waiting to do battle with Superman. And I bought this statue from Nerd Arena in Mumbai. Get your Lex Luthor statue from Nerd Arena before it runs out, guys. They have all the collectibles of your dreams, believe it or not. One of the great stores I've been to. It beats the new 52 Kotobukiya Lex Luthor statue. I mean, it just beats it hollow. And, take a good look at it. Take a good look at it one last time. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Let's also turn it around a little. Oh, yeah, that is good. Oh, good. The back of the statue, yes. Very nice details on the back as well. Turn it front again. And so that's it for the Lex Luthor Iron Studio statue. Now we move on to Magneto. Yeah, so this is the Magneto Iron Studio statue out of the box. And yeah, the thing is, this statue also requires a bit of assembly, like how you saw on the Lex Luthor. But I took the liberty of doing the assembly before starting this video recording because I'm doing the recording with one hand, and to actually put on his cape and then put him on the base is a bit of a challenge. So I'm sorry. I took the liberty of assembling him before I started the video. But anyway, let's have a look at Magneto. I got him from a fellow collector, my friend Varun. Hey Varun, hi. Thanks for this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful statue. And it gives you this base, Just look at this base. It gives you the feeling, this whirling whirlpool, or I don't know what you call it, hurricane. It gives you a feeling that he's rising from the ground, right? He's suspended in mid-air, right? Just looks really cool. Again, another great base for a villain. Iron Studios loves doing those bases. His hands, look at his pose. His hands are out. He's trying to either stop some metal or he's trying to control some metal from afar. This represents Magneto perfectly. And one of the best parts of this statue, if I can just turn it around a little bit. Yep. It's this beautiful looking cape. Sorry, there's a bit of white on the cape there. Look at this nice, lovely flowing cape. Complements his pose and his motion perfectly. And even though it's a statue, it gives you a feeling of motion. It gives you a feeling that he's in motion. He's, controlling metal with that one hand of his. Some facts before, I stop this video. Magneto facts. He was born as Max Eisenhardt to middle-class German Jewish parents. His father Jacob was a World War I veteran, and he survived hardship and discrimination during the Nazis' rise to power. He and his family were actually captured during Germany's Poland invasion. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, he developed a hatred for human beings, and considers mutants superior beings. He's always wanted to wipe out or enslave humanity. And his first appearance was in X-Men #1 in 1963. He and Charles Xavier were actually good friends before their differing views on humanity drove them apart. I guess that's about it for this statue, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Do like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel, The Collector Life, on YouTube. And if you want us to review any statues of your choice or any action figures, let us know in the comments below. Thanks guys. This is Nihal Gopinathan signing off.